Hajime Bogowaji with the YouTube land. Just a quick little stream. I'm not really here to do live stream stuff. I just didn't feel like recording it and then uploading it and all that. So, year 176. 255 residents with 264 beds. And this is something like the dude I've been watching, 5 years ago. Well, he posted the videos 5 years ago. He didn't have this. Well, he didn't in the beginning, and he was doing math and checking houses and just keeping up with it. But then he's still doing the math, but it shows the number of beds, and for here, and for him, it doesn't, or it didn't. He's doing the math now, and it's there. He hasn't realized. I don't think. Like he's verbally doing the math. Anyway. What I'm up to, all right, so year 176. I've had a few disasters, like not tornadoes. What I mean is, like I've had a few die-offs. One of them I tried to jump back a save and try to save it, but it didn't work. The die-off still started happening. So I just let it happen. We got down pretty low. And now they're all back. I did not record that one, so there's no video. No big deal. Everyone came back. I didn't do anything fantastic, really. The one lesson I've learned is down here in the bottom right. I always keep something in the market. These cast iron, like I can trade those for leather, and that's the other reason to keep stuff in the market. Because I'm on this slope in the middle of where I am. You can see my tools. They're being kept up. My steel is being kept up. Cast iron, I believe, is used for high quality tools, which I have to use for voyages. The one problem is that I'm not getting enough leather to basically, I want to max out my clothes. And sometimes for voyages I have to make not warm clothing, the other one, clothing. Well, I freaking can't, because I'm not making enough or gathering enough leather. So you can see here, like this barn right there. I've got fields around it. I got sheep over here. One of these fields makes grass. The other two makes flax. And this one makes flax also. And these are 4. I might make it 6. I doubt I'll need to. I don't have that many tool guys. I think I have 2. Maybe. Yeah. 2 guys. I don't know if it's 2 locations. No, 1 location. Oh, and we're maxed out on food. Oh, fun. Like, I don't want to max out on food because it messes other stuff up. Okay. So, but for then and whatever, basically, I have routes set up. I can't really, some of them I can delete, but I can't really. Any leather hide, any hide, I call it leather, any hides that land, in a barn or castle barn outside of this one are brought here. Because I don't have hunters anymore at all. I have just watchtowers. And watchtower droppings are picked up, the meat or leather is picked up and brought to the closest storage. And I have them everywhere. And I'm leaving the old ones. I'm not going to unless I need this space for aesthetics, I'm not going to tear the old ones down. Might as well keep them there. But it's not like I'll have, 3 to 20 leather at any given minute. Wow. Y'all probably just heard 2 emails. Don't worry about it, but that was way too loud. So that's too few hides. There's not enough leather there. Any of these that catch a leather, it's picked up. I need to make one of these solely leather transport. That way I know which one's which. It picks them up and it throws the leather in here. If I buy leather, oh, now it's gone. If I buy leather with the cast iron or the wool, because I get way too much wool. I have more than I need for wool. Where's that extra 100? There's an extra 100 wool floating around somewhere. That's one thing I wish they would have added. There's 6. Fun. I think I'm going to make this one all leather. We're just going to redesign the whole thing. Oh, not that one. Get that stuff out of the way real quick. And look for this other wool. Where else would I have wool? Check those. That one is newer than... There used to be a sheep farm here. That's why I'm checking everywhere. I don't know where... Oh, there's 12? I have to check and see if that's on the list. Alright, I'll find that stuff later because I'm not going to broadcast long. But yeah, basically all the leather goes there. I'm not getting enough leather. And of course, not enough leather means I don't have enough warm clothing, which means like pack mule drivers are typically the ones that starve to death. I have really far out here, I have the lumberjack lodge. So he'll die sometimes. If there's a fire and it's winter, they can die too. Randomly, someone has starved to death, and unlike my other game, they weren't getting stuck here. Oh, autosave, that's awesome. I don't know if I designed this much better, but they don't, like, they'll do that. They'll get stuck on this pixel. But they don't get inside the pit. Which kind of also makes me want to rearrange the castle barn so that I can put a fence there so they go around it, period. Because I don't like people getting stuck and starving. Unfortunately, I've never caught someone dying of starvation when I have food. But I've seen it happen, but it's alright. I could, if I was recording or streaming, I could go back and look at it. Anyway. But I don't want people freezing to death if I can avoid it. And we can't get enough clothes. And now I think I've broken the mold. I let it auto run a while and no one was dead. Yeah, there was no massive die-off. I have 2 hospitals, so sick people can't be it. And I have fucking graves everywhere. Not graves. Crypts and a couple of pyres. Go away. So that's set up kind of the way I like it. Well, you see, we've got the almost 700 hides now. I bought them. Like I sold everything I had in the market and bought hides. And of course, they carry the hides right up there. At least they were. I might have just deleted it. Well, I have no hides left in the market. Never mind. Hmm. So it's possible that I'm now catching up to having, extra clothes, warm clothes. So let's hope on that. One person, well, like my main focus is the caravan stables right here.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's got clothes. Yeah, clothes, tools, and he's not happy yet. But you can see in the top left, it's easier when I mouse over. But he's got all the goods. This is the one. Turn around. This is the one where they die though, because it's over here by itself. It's not really centralized. So that's another thing I might consider is just uh, either A, centralizing that one, or B, what are they missing? Flour. We have plenty of flour. They've got 12 flour. Oh, they've got a lot of flour. Like, or something like this where they come, grab flour, drop it off, and they can go right back there. Nothing past these. Let's say that because when the lower caravan stables has to pass these guys to go do something over here, they usually freeze before they get back. The first one I followed because someone went hypothermic. They're really fast. No, they got really cold. I selected the character, and it was old female in her
Hmm.
60s or whatever, and age slows them down, of course, and she didn't have clothes. I don't think she was very happy either. Where do they live? Lives here. I don't have any happy modifiers around here. I'm gonna fix that too. Um,
Hmm.
and I was like, well, maybe that has a happy modifier right on it. Hmm. And I was like, well, maybe low happiness, age, and no clothes. Maybe that's why. Then the next, like, I mean, it was like a minute later, someone else got cold. Same route. And I cleared all the routes after that. I was like, nope, we're not going to lose whoever's in the caravan there. We're just going to let them work. Not work. But because it was a minute later and this other cold icon popped up. And I checked it out, and it was a young dude. Male, female doesn't matter in this
Hmm.
game. It's just for babies. For babies, for villagers only. Because you can have one animal and it will magically reproduce. But there's a young dude, younger than 32 even, no clothes. Happiness was roughly where that is. Um, he died. He died. The thing is, like the older one died like here, like in between these two windmills. This one, like the younger one, made it all. He got his donkey back to the stable, and he as soon as he touched the stone path, he died. He froze. So it was the clothing. If either one of them had clothing, I'm dead certain both of them would have made it home because both of them lived in the house, that hostel right there, just like this dude. And I'm not gonna say it was fantastic. It was annoying. That's when I cleared the route. So yeah, that's the game plan. I'm gonna route people appropriately, I suppose, and it is slow down on the use of clothes
Hmm.
and just I'm spot checking people right now just to see
Hmm.
and just spot checking. They
Hmm.
appear to have clothing.
Hmm.
So when I'm gonna go, of course, 10x. I usually do that off camera though. Well, a crash has it crashes sometimes when I'm at 10x, and I don't like it, especially while streaming or recording. So long story short, I'm trying to get my clothes up to speed, um, which means I need to get my leather up to speed. All right, they got that one out of there, and hopefully that'll be floating at 200 at some point. Tools are at almost 300. I might move clothing up to 300, just like tools, because I want to have one set for every villager. But right now, I'd be happy if I got to 200, and it's counting up. We don't have a massive draw, but after the die off, I'm pretty sure we were, everyone needed clothes, so anytime it made one, it was picked up. But this time, this is like the fifth time I bought. I was buying them at 60 at a time, the hides, and having them transported up here. And then I got frustrated because it was still zero. And I was like, well, that's it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to just we're going to sell everything we have in the shop and buy nothing but hides. And that's what we did. I keep this here now in case I forget about oats or hay or, I mean, if people start starving again, I'll have to, buy bread or something. I just say bread because it's the easiest one. It's really close on the top of the list. You see, I have bread, fish, meat, fruit, veggie pie. I don't have honey pie. I haven't built an Abernathy, whatever you call it, yet. What do they call that? It's not Abernathy, I know that, but it's apiary. There you go. Abernathy! I think that's the name. So I'm going to be expanding even more. Oh, yeah. Rearranging the fish farms a little bit. I'm getting rid of these altogether. That was when everyone was starving to death. It was winter, so I popped these in to get a couple of extra fish. Have to keep the farmers alive. Rearranging the fish farms, because what I started with here I didn't like. I really like the ones on the right, and it's hard to repeat with the ones on the left. There's always a space. This one burned down, so I destroyed it. So I don't know. I think I'm probably going to keep fishermen, because one fisherman can, get a lot of fish. Oh, and you'll see I've expanded my coverage for towers. Um, Pirates will land here occasionally. Not pirates, raiders. So I put these here. And I've kind of talked about this before, because the angle, like if he's here without this tower, if a pirate lands where the mouse is, he can't be shot from either tower. And they'll catch these on fire before I grab a villager and go shoot him. Well, now they can land here all they want. Sometimes they'll still catch something on fire. They destroyed this, not this one, this fishing dock right here, and that was with all three of these towers. So I'm assuming 5 landed, and they must have landed on the docks. So if there's 5, of course this tower will shoot the first one. And if they're in range of the other 2, this tower will shoot the second, this tower will shoot the third. I'm not sure where they landed because I didn't watch it. But you have to give yourself the same amount of time between arrows as you would with a villager. So if you jump into a villager, come on. Yeah, you see that recharge bar at the bottom? That's the same amount of time between shots. You're not going to get extra shots from a tower. So yeah, that's and they land through here. They've landed here, and they've landed here. Now I know they landed here. I wasn't looking at it, but they burn it down. And I'm gonna have to like refocus these two because this is new. I added cattle and I expanded this part a little bit, so I'm gonna have to protect it a little bit better. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for being here for 20 minutes. I'm gonna jump out of here and I guess I will have a not a walkthrough or a tour, something like that. A tour. Hooah! All right, tools are finally up to 301. Clothes are up to 110. I think they're climbing. As long as people don't die off in a mass exodus, we'll be good. Well, if you've been with me this long, well, you know the line.